In today's presentation, we will go over how to create an Fsa ID and log into your Fafsa. Your Fsa ID is your account username and password. There are a number of reasons why a student, parent, or borrower would need to create an Fsa ID. Some of these reasons include applying for financial aid, electronically signing your Fafsa form, or accessing certain functionalities on studentaid.gov. Your Fsa ID will give you access to federal student aid's features, tools, and can serve as your legal signature. In order to create an Fsa ID, you will need your social security number, a mobile phone number, and your email address. The first step in creating an Fsa ID is to visit studentaid.gov and select Create Account in the upper right-hand side of the screen. After selecting Create an Account, you will be brought to a new page where you can select Get Started. Once you select Get Started, you will be asked to enter some personal information. This includes your first and last name, date of birth, and social security number. After all of the information has been entered, select Continue in order to be brought to Step 2. For Step 3, you will be asked to enter your contact information. This includes your mailing address and your mobile phone number. It is important that you enter your own mobile phone number as you will be required to verify the phone number at a later time. In addition, you will be asked whether you would like to use your mobile phone for account recovery. It is strongly recommended that you select yes to this option as it can be used to restore access to your account if you get locked out. After filling out all of the contact information, press Continue. Step 2 requires you to create account information. It is important that you only create an account for yourself. First, you will need to select a username. Notice that the system will notify you whether the username is available before allowing you to move on to entering your email address. Please be sure to select an email address that you have access to. Finally, you will be required to create a password. The password must meet certain requirements before you will be allowed to press Continue. Step 4 goes over the communication preferences. The U.S. Department of Education and federal student loan servicers will need to send you required communications related to your federal student aid. As such, you will need to select whether you would like to receive the communications by email, which is recommended, or by postal mail. In addition, you will be asked whether you would like to receive optional communications, and if so, by email or text, and what language you would like to use for communications and website context. After reviewing and selecting your preferences for each, press Continue. Next, you will select 4 challenge questions and answers. Be sure to write these answers down and keep them in a safe place in case you need them to access your account in the future. You are almost done. Now you are going to review all of the information you've entered and make sure it's correct. If you need to make a correction to any of your answers, hit the Edit button within that tile. After verifying all the information entered is accurate, review and agree to the terms and conditions at the bottom of the screen. On the final step, you will need to verify your mobile phone number and/or your email address entered by clicking on the tiles. Please note, if you provided an email address and a mobile phone number for your account, you will need to verify both. Verifying this information will help you retrieve your username or password if you forget it in the future. After selecting a tile, you will see a pop-up. Enter the 6-digit secure code that was sent to your email address or phone number associated with your account. If you did not receive a code, select the Resend a Secure Code link. After entering the 6-digit code and selecting Continue, you will see a verified checkmark under the tile. Please note the secure code will expire after 30 minutes. Congratulations! You have successfully created an Fsa ID. If you entered an email address, you will receive a confirmation email. Make sure you note your username and password and keep it in a safe place. You can begin using your account immediately, but it will take 1 to 3 days for your information to be verified by the Social Security Administration. Therefore, some of your actions in the site will be limited until your information is verified. Now that you have created an FSA ID, here is how you log into the FAFSA. On the studentaid.gov webpage, select Start Here under Complete the FAFSA form. Now select the tile that pertains to you, either the student, parent, or preparer. Finally, you will log in using the FSA ID account that you just created by selecting Login to continue. Enter your username and password and click Login. Great job! You are now ready to get started.